Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we have a very special box set here. We have the Rising Sun game from Cool Mini or Not. Now this is supposed to use the system very similar to Blood Rage. So let's open it up and see what's inside. It's obviously a Japanese theme. And it's got a whole lot of stuff inside. We got a components list here. But the important thing is it's 3 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, 90 to 120 minutes to play. It's aimed at ages 14 and up, and inside we're going to find 58 highly detailed plastic minis, 40 color miniature bases, 65 plastic coins, 10 plastic clan markers, 66 cards, 1 game board, 99 tokens, 5 clan screens, and a rulebook. Now, this is a big, heavy box, so it's going to take a little while. Buckle in. We're going to see what's in this box. Now, I've got the whole thing here. This is my buddy Wyatt's copy. He got the Kickstarter. So we are going to look at the Kickstarter rewards in another episode. You can probably see some of that stuff over here. And I've got a couple other new games that I'm excited to open and show you guys, because I really want to play all of them mainly. I really like the cover art. It's really cool looking. Alright, here's our rule book. Looks pretty straightforward. Looks like it's less than 30 pages. Lots of color, lots of art, so it's probably not actually that complicated. Ooh, it's got that new box smell too. Alright, so here we got a little box full of stuff. There's some guys and cards. We got another little box. And then we've got a pack of boards. Let's get the box out of the way. Now let's do the boards first so we can get those out of the way, and then look at the minis and cards and zoom in a little bit on them. Alright, so you can see the clan screens are on here, and obviously a bunch of other cards and stuff are too, tokens, that sort of thing, and there's part of the board. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit and try and get a closer shot of this so you can see the quality and color on there, so give me 1 second. Alright, that should be a little bit better. My table's not big enough, so you might see the edge of some of the plastic trays or something. And this is wrapped in plastic really nicely. You use a box cutter to open this. Don't use sharp things without permission from a responsible adult. If you are not a responsible adult, I had to get permission. Alright, so we've got the clan screens. We got Dragon Clan, or Dragonfly Clan, my bad. And on the back we've got some various information. I don't know what any of this means. I haven't obviously had a chance to read the rules. Then we've got the Koi Clan, flow like water, it says. Then we have a Lotus Clan. Obviously there's some islands with the home province on it. Then we have the Bonsai Clan. And finally the Turtle Clan. Alright. These aren't real thick. They're just kind of cardstock. Semi-glossy. Quality's okay. Not complaining. Alright, first up here we've got some, looks like season cards. Harvest, Recruit, Train, Marshal. And then there's some Betray cards here. War Advantages. And I don't know what these are. Look like battle cards of some kind. So, on the other side, let's try and get all that in shot. These are provinces, obviously. I don't know much about this game, so I can't really provide much information. But the card stock is pretty thick. Now, if you're buying this used, you'll want to pay close attention to what's supposed to be here, because these are unpunched, obviously. We got 8 different diamond shapes here with numbers on them. 6, 7 of these with pictures. That's what's on the back. Well, these are cool. Colors are real vibrant. I like that. This is a very heavy box, probably because a lot of this cardboard here. It's nice and thick pieces. Alright, here's our actual board. Oh, it's a 6-panel board. It's one-sided. I really need to get a bigger table. Alright, so here's the bottom corner. This is turn numbers, apparently, or cards, maybe armies, I don't know. Some sort of track around it that goes from 1 all the way up to 50. And the 50's up here. Right, there's the 50. There's different islands. And there's a place for cards at the top. So, I got those boxes in the way, so I'm probably not going to be able to show you the whole thing here as one big piece. So yeah, it looks really cool. I really like the art design. It really has an Asian feel. It has the sea monster here. Really looks like a Japanese print. So yeah, really cool. Nice quality board. I would definitely want to check the seams on here, because although it is nice, it is always subject to damage from wear. So you want to check where the seams are. So let's get the board out of the way. And we'll look at the minis. Alright, underneath here we've got some really cheap looking plastic coins. There's quite a few of them in here. And here's the bases, the colored bases. Those are some really pastel colors. So let's see, we've got, looks like 3 sizes maybe. They're pretty solid, kind of cheap plastic if you ask me. So if these were rubbery, they would probably do better, but they're very solid plastic, so be aware of that. Well, the coins are actually probably better than these discs. So let's look at these here. I'll zoom in a little bit so we can get a real close look at these with the camera, and hopefully we'll get a good impression of these, because it's hard to film minis with the camera. So these minis are out of this box, which is the RSU 001-1 box. The plastic tray thing is okay, but it's probably not going to hold up over time, so you want to find a better way to store these. Alright, first let's start with this lion thing here. Really nice sculpt. The tail's probably the part I'd worry about breaking, or the little horns. Got a real cool face. This would look really cool painted up. So we're going to put him right here. Then we've got this really big scary guy. I'd butcher all their names, so I'm not even going to try. I'm sure it'll say it on the cards, and I will butcher them then. But until then, I'm not even trying. Regular viewers will know how bad I can destroy these names. This is a nice heavy mini. Looks like he's stuck to the base pretty good. Nice solid piece though. Doesn't feel cheap. And we've got this scary looking dude. This is pretty thin piece here. On, I guess it's some kind of axe. But alright, so this Celestial Dragon looks really cool, but there's a lot of little stuff to break off. So if you're buying this used, you'll definitely want to inspect him. But it's a really cool looking mini. And this like fireball thing that he's standing on looks really cool. A few seams, but not too noticeable except on the jawline here underneath. So not too bad. Next we've got this really scary one. Alright, then we got this big guy here. Another really cool heavy mini. I like the detailing, I think it's pretty good. Then we got this guy. Pretty solid looking piece. And lastly, for this one, we've got this dude with this trident thing. The hair looks really cool, the way it kind of flows out like that. I'd be a little worried about bending this spear. Otherwise, pretty solid looking piece. And that is this box. So let me put these away and we'll get to the next one. Alright, this one is RSU 001-2. This is a 2-tier set with color-coded guys. Looks like there's multiples of each one. So let's go over these. So we've got 4 colors. We've got yellow, purple-ish pink, red, and then blue. It's like powder blue. So yellow guys. We got 3 of these pikemen guys. Pretty decent little sculpt. And these hammer guys, we've got 3 of those. Sorry, I know that's not the greatest angle for these. Then we've got these guys with the white ring around the bottom. Looks like he's carrying a katana or some other kind of sword. And these do come off. Some of them are loose. Then we've got one guy that's got a black ring. He's clearly general of some kind, or shogun probably. Whatever they're calling him for the game. You get 1 of him and 3 of the others. And each set is different. So yellow looks different than the pinkish color, or magenta, whatever they want to call this hideous color. These are fairly solid, but as you can see, this one's a little bent, so you'll want to check that. And just like the other one, you get 3 of these. Then we've got some ninja looking guys with this sort of spear. I don't know what that's called. I think this is a naginata. I don't know what this guy's got. Some sort of polearm weapon. I would probably paint these up if I had any painting talent. And we've got 3 of this guy with the flute. That's got a white base. He's got a basket on his head. And then we've got the leader guy. See what I mean? The bases come off. He looks pretty cool, actually. This army looks really cool. The other one looked good too. They all look pretty high quality. It's cool many or not, so you're probably going to get a pretty decent color or figure assortment. I think the color choices are a little odd, but I didn't design it, so what do I know? So that's those 2 colors. Let's get those out of the way. And here we have red. We've got, this looks like an all-lady army. And we've got some archers with the white base. I'm not sure why these are in a different order, but it's probably because of the way the packaging's molded. And we've got some swordswomen. These look really nice too. Then we got a black base with this lady with a sword and a fan. Pretty cool mini. Alright, then we go on to blue. And we've got some guy jumping with a spear in his hand. We've got some bird looking guy. He's got wings. That's actually pretty cool. These are the white base ones. That's pretty cool looking. And the inside where he's got the wings open, that's a really cool pose. It's like he's jumping. And we've got a guy with some fangs running. I think he's wearing a mask, I'm not sure. And then the one with the black ring, he looks almost like an orc with swords. It's kind of hard to see too much of the detailing, I think, because of the way the lighting is hitting these blue ones. They're a little too light, I think. So that's those. Let's get these out of the way, and we'll get to the next one. Alright, and here's the last tray. This is another double tray. Not entirely sure why it's a double tray, but it's got this protective thing over top. So let's pull our cards out and our little tokens here, and we'll get to the minis underneath. Alright, so we've got some different guys here. These are green, obviously. We've got this guy with some horns. He's got like a big mace and a couple swords on him. There's 3 of him. And there's 3 of this guy who looks like an orc as well. He's got a big cleaver sword thing. We've got 3 of this guy, who's this big scary dude with a little guy riding on his shoulders or head. And these are the white base guys. And then we've got the leader guy, who definitely looks like a monster of some kind, wearing armor. Again, really nice sculpts. So these are actually pretty big minis. So you're definitely going to get your value for the dollar as far as minis go. And just for point of reference, this is taped down when you get it, so don't try and fight too hard with it like I did. You will not win. Alright, so let's look at our little package of pieces here. Looks like we've got 2 of each color. For all 5 groups. These are okay quality. Seem to be tokens, so nothing too spectacular there. So we'll get these out of the way. And let's look at our cards. We got a fairly large deck. Should be the 4 seasons. Alright, so we've got these labeled. Yeah, we'll start with autumn and work our way down. There's autumn, summer, spring. Maybe there's only 3. Okay, well, we got 3 decks of cards. We'll start with autumn. We've got Oni of Hate. When this enters a province for any reason, kill a local Bushi or Shinto for each player with higher honor than you. Oni of Spite. When this enters a province for any reason, steal 2 setting sun symbols for each higher honor player that with any force there. We've got Way of the Katana. During war phase, all your Bushi are 2 force. It's a war upgrade. We've got Form of the Beast. Winner upgrade. End of the game. Gain 3 setting suns for each monster you have. Another Form of the Beast. Another Oni of Hate. Oni of Spite again. Path of the Spirit enhancement. After you summon, gain 2 coins and 2 settings sun if you have the highest honor. Form of the Demon, winner upgrade, end of the game. Gain 3 setting sun for each Oni you have. Another Form of the Demon. Another Oni of Hate. Path of the Unrighteous enhancement, dishonorable upgrade. Whenever you betray, you may replace 1 additional figure of any player, even a worshipping Shinto. Another Path of the Unrighteous. Form of the Kindred, winner upgrade, end of the game. Gain 3 setting sun for each season you had an ally. Another Form of the Kindred. River Dragon counts as 5 force. Oh, that's what that is. It's a water ball. It's not a little fireball. It's water he's under. Way of the Moneylender, war upgrade. At the start of the war phase, gain 5 coins. Path of the Dragon, Daimyo upgrade. Your Daimyo has +3 force enhancement. Form of the Phoenix, end of game. Gain 3 setting sun for each different virtue you have. Another Form of the Phoenix. Form of Kitsune, end of game. Gain 3 setting suns for each stronghold you have. And then lastly, we have another one. So that's all the autumn deck. Sorry about the sudden change in video quality. Had some technical issues with the camera, so I had to switch cameras. So let's look at our summer deck here and see what we got. We've got the Oni of Blood, counts as 2 force or 4 force in any province where you have the lowest honor. Then we have the Oni of Souls, monster. If you win a war province taken with this monster, if you win a war province token with this monster, gain 2 setting sun for each Oni you have. Path of the Samurai enhancement, Bushi upgrade. At the end of a recruitment mandate, you may place an extra Bushi in any province. Justice, virtue, gain 3 setting suns whenever you kill 1 or more figures from a player with lower honor than you. Justice, gain 3 setting suns whenever you kill 1 or more figures from a player with lower honor than you. Oni of Blood, again. Path of the Monkey enhancement, dishonorable upgrade. After you summon, you may take 1 coin from the richest opponents and lose honor. Another Path of the Monkey. Mercy, virtue. When you kill 1 or more of your opponent's figures, you may let them live and gain 2 setting sun. Another Mercy. Oni of Souls, monster. If you win a war province token, yep, we saw this one already. Way of the Merchant enhancement. Whenever a richer player gains any coins from the common pile, you also gain a coin. Another Way of the Merchant. Loyalty, virtue. If you have an ally whenever you gain 1 or more setting sun, you gain an extra. Loyalty, again. Yurai, monster. Counts as a Daimyo with 2 force. Way of the Ronin. At the start of war phase, gain 2 little figure guys. I don't know what that means. There's another Way of the Ronin. Way of the Bushido. At the start of the war phase, gain 2 coins and 2 setting suns per different virtue you have. Path of the Serpent, shipping route upgrade. You may charge other players 1 coin in order to cross each different shipping route with their figures. Respect, virtue. You may take an additional hostage whenever you take hostage in battle. And lastly, respect again. So that's the summer deck. And lastly, we have the spring deck. We have Path of Light, Shinto upgrade enhancement. At the end of a recruitment mandate, you may place an extra Shinto on a shrine. Next we have Benevolence. When you spend any coin, you may give 1 coin spent to another player. If you do, gain honor and 2 setting sun. Benevolence. Again. Path of the Kennen. Bushi upgrade. And it's an enhancement. After you summon, you may place an extra Bushi in any of your strongholds. There's the second one. Way of the Righteous. At the start of war phase, take coin from each player with lower honor than you. Another Way of the Righteous. Path of the Ninja. Dishonorable upgrade. After you summon, you may kill any one Bushi on the map and lose honor. Courage. Gain 2 setting sun each time you win a War Province token. There's another Courage. Path of the Patron. After you summon, gain 2 coin if you have higher honor than at least 2 players. Way of the Warlord enhancement. After you summon, gain coin. Another Path of the Warlord. Honesty. While you have an ally, gain 2 setting sun each time you select a non-betray mandate. Another Honesty. Komanu monster counts as a Shinto. And then there was this weird little paper thing stuck to it. Oni of Skulls. 3 force in any province where you have the lowest honor. Way of the Shogun. At the start of war phase, gain 3 coin. Another Way of the Shogun. Path of the Lion. Daimyo upgrade. Your Daimyo has +1 force. Righteousness. For each of your figures that is killed, you gain a setting sun. And lastly, another Righteous. Alright, so that's the contents. The cards are nice quality. I'd be a little worried about the edges scuffing up. But otherwise, the minis look fantastic. The rulebook is nice and colorful and has a quick rule summary on the back. I like that. The box is real heavy. I would be a little worried about breaking the sides of the box. But overall, this is a really nice looking game. It looks like he uses the same rules as one of their other games. Blood Rage, I think it is. And the art is fantastic on here. All in all, it looks like another great game from Cool Mini or Not. I'm excited to try it out, but I think you're going to need at least 3 players to really take advantage of like the treaties and the diplomacy aspect. Otherwise, it probably will lose some flair. I would try and play with as many people as possible. It says it's a minimum of 3. I would probably actually say you need 4 or 5 to get the most out of the game. 3 would be the bare minimum. The only part of this that I think is a little that could use a little improvement are the little screens for your factions, so you can hide your stuff. I think those might get destroyed. Otherwise, yeah, it's a big box full of stuff. It looks like a great game, and if you've got a group of guys or girls that want to play, it definitely is good. Ages 14 and up is the recommended. I don't think kids under 16 are probably going to really enjoy the game. Most kids anyway. There will be a few, but I think you're really going to get more out of the game if you're a little older. So yeah, this looks like a great game. Probably going to take the full 2 hours to play, honestly, unless somebody's getting completely pwned early on. So this is Rising Sun Core Box Set from Cool Mini or Not and Guillotine Games. So definitely give it a look if you can. I think it looks really nice quality. The system looks pretty straightforward. It might be a little more complicated as you play it and you learn more about it. So yeah, definitely check it out, and we'll look at the Daimyo box here shortly and the Kami Unbound and Monster Packs in separate videos. I'll try and get those filmed tonight so I can get them out before Thursday next week. Probably do one as a bonus video, probably on Friday or Saturday if I can get it filmed. In the meantime, that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure and hit like and subscribe, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.